Hello and welcome to the program. I am Suren. Here is an unusual question to anyone and everyone. Are you in love with someone? Are you in love with your family? With your wife? With your friend? Then you are probably aware of the telepathic communication. It is often reported like a phenomenon where loving partners concerned about each other's thoughts, feelings, and emotions without the usage of the known communication techniques. This is a very deep and intuitive connection and is attributed to emotional and spiritual bonds created in romantic relationships. It points to the fact that telepathy can work in love. Indeed, we may consider the strong signs of telepathy or mind-to-mind transference in love, which naturally happens between the lovers or friends, humans. The entire concept of the ability to transmit feelings and thoughts from one mind to another without using the sensory channels fascinated humanity for a very long time indeed. In such relationships, telepathy certainly represents a profound level of connection. When and if you are truly in love, you would have noticed that things happen somewhat differently than in your relationships with others. Maybe because you have to look for telepathy in love. Let us talk about what telepathy really is. You may be involved literally and spiritually with someone, usually of the opposite sex, and you have a telepathic relationship with them. You can feel each other's energy, each other's love, support, and a lot more. However, not everyone could experience love telepathy. It has been said, yet this may be why love can be very strong, very powerful. There is always a chance that real and true love can create a telepathic love connection. And you may have telepathic communication with your partner and feel, knowing when something happens to them, or even to know when they are thinking of you. Depending on what you believe, you may feel when you find the person you were meant to be with, or can call that person as being your soulmate. This is a subject we'll talk later. However, it is indicated that you have found the person you can connect with in a different and perhaps in a deeper level. That could be also why you think of your relationship being unmatched when you are truly in love. Think about the last time you spoke to your wife, your partner, or girlfriend. Could you tell what was going through their minds? That is called true love, and you are practicing telepathy with them. As in all perfect marriages, the partnerships and friendships can benefit from practicing actively listening to each other. Active listening involves concentrating, understanding, responding, and remembering what has been said. This way, you are attuned to your partner's verbal and non-verbal cues. This is considered an attentiveness, which would pave your way for telepathic communication. As you are bound to become more and more in sync with your partner or friend. Anytime you might find that you can anticipate the thoughts, the feelings, even before they express them, that may be indicating to you a powerful telepathic connection. Meditation can be a very strong tool for connecting. They are to take it together, and this can create a shared space of silence and openness, which encourages telepathic connections. Now visualize a bridge of light or energy between your minds, permitting the thoughts and emotions to flow freely across it. This can help both of you become more receptive to each other's thoughts and emotions, thus enhancing your telepathic bond. It is commendable to set aside a dedicated time to spend together without any distractions of technology or interruptions of any kind, apart from health situations. Those moments, undistracted togetherness, permit you to be fully present with each other, and this cultivates a deeper emotional and mental connection. Whether it is taking a walk, or cooking together, or simply sitting in silence, these experiences are shared, and they can serve as the fertile ground for developing telepathy, as they also help you tune into each other's subtle cues. You may start with simple exercises where one partner tries to send a specific sort of an image or any other notion to the other, who then attempts to receive any interpreted imagery. Begin with focused intentions, which must be clear, and keep an open mind. That's how it is done. It may look challenging, but with further practice, you might start experiencing little moments where you accurately pick up on each other's messages. You may need to build emotional intimacy in your relationship. In fact, if you are one of those who likes documenting your life experiences, this can be a very helpful thing. Perhaps you may keep a journal. Both of you can write down anything. Any instances of telepathic communication or your connectedness without even saying a word. You may get to make even a review of this note together, and it will most certainly reinforce your belief in your telepathic bond. Telepathy is often considered as a communication form transcending words and physical devices. Those senses would be fascinating for many people, especially in intimate relationships. Is telepathy then real? Good question. The ability to transmit thoughts from one mind to another remains still scientifically not yet proven. However, there are many anecdotal reports which suggest instances of telepathic communication among people with strong bonds, hinting at its potential reality. It may feel one-sided at times because one partner may be, just may be, more attuned, and it may result from differing expressions about the levels of awareness towards the telepathic connection between the two. Many couples report such experiences that suggest telepathic connection, like thinking of each other spontaneously or sensing each other's emotions. If you are having deep emotional connection with your partner or loved one and experiencing mindfulness, you would be open to the experience. Meditation, focus, contention, active listening can assist your telepathic communication. Keep that in mind too. When you think about your relationship and want to know if you are experiencing telepathy in love, and there are many signs to look for. Once the signs are noticed, you may want to nurture them, and seeing signs of your bond having the potential to grow and become stronger. If you want to have happier and healthier partnership or marriage, and if you feel somehow frustrated for some reason, but want to avoid separations and divorce, there are a few resources which are excellent to resist in overcoming the most challenging aspects of being married. Dr. Srini Pillai, MD, writes a few worthwhile points. On biology of telepathy is brain-to-brain communication possible. Extrasensory perception, or ESP, refers to information received outside of your five senses. This includes phenomena such as telepathy, clairvoyance, and knowledge of future events. That's something to discuss later. This phenomena cannot be seen or measured, for they are often regarded as unbelievable. Recent research explores the possible biological mechanisms behind such phenomena. Dr. Pillai further explains that it liberally refers to communication outside of the known senses. Many studies have demonstrated that we can read other people's minds because we have neurons that act as automatic mirrors. we can grasp the intentions and emotions of others automatically. 2014 study conducted by psychiatrist Carlos Grau and his team found that brain-to-brain communication via the internet is possible. In 2005, biologist Rupert Sheldrake recruited about 50 experimental participants through an employment website. They were to guess who would send potential emails. Out of 552 trials, 42% were correct. Research continues. The biological predisposition is not thought to be limited to humans alone. At this stage, the sample sizes remain very small. A group of researchers, however, demonstrated that people who do not have such beliefs differ from those who do due to genetic differences in dopamine transmission. Based on the preliminary research, the following hypotheses could be considered fair. Our brains are wired to pick up subtle social cues. A range are wired to automatically reflect intentions and emotions in the presence of others. Our brains can connect across large distances if people have the capacity for telepathy. The hippocampal and parahippocampal brain regions may be involved in such communications. These hypotheses, however, remain unproven to this date. And so, I will leave it at this at the moment. Until we meet again by the next episode. Until then, keep smiling and be happy. Thank you for watching.